Are you ready for your next pinball machine? Call Flippin' Out now and choose from the newest and hottest pinball machines from Jersey Jack Pinball, Stern Pinball, Chicago Gaming Company, and American Pinball. Flippin' Out also offers the Escalera stair climbing hand truck. Visit now at flippinoutpinball.com. The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements. Power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine. Marco Specialties. Same-day shipping, accessible website, exceptional customer service, and with over 50,000 different pinball parts in stock, Marco Specialties is a must for every pinball enthusiast and operator. Treat your pinball machine right by visiting marcospec.com now.
All right, let's kick this shit.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Deadpool, baby. I'm just talking about pinball, baby.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Zach, your favorite neighborhood pinball superhero, and your favorite anti-hero, Greg, from Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show. What are we doing today, Mr. Gregory?
We are doing Deadpool First Impressions.
Now, you're at my house today.
Yes.
You love this, right?
No.
No? Why not?
Actually, it wasn't a bad drive. This was the best drive that I've had. But I also
No birds?
left
You
at
didn't hit any birds?
No, I also left at like 5:30 in the morning, so that made it
That's
more
fair.
Doable.
Did you have your coffee?
Tolerable. Yeah, I had 2 cups. And then I had to freaking piss the entire way up here, so that was a little rough. So your backyard...
I was going to say, did you soil my backyard?
Yeah, you got the new neighbors. It makes it a little tougher to find a private area, but
They were going at it last night, partying and stuff.
Welcome to my world.
You peed on my my playset out there?
No, not playset.
Thank you.
House.
Thank you. All right, so the exciting thing, before we get into Deadpool First Impressions, that's what we're going to do today.
Yes.
We have a new sponsor.
Yes!
How about that? People are still sponsoring us.
Pinballplating.com.
Pinballplating.com for all of your plating needs. So a lot of people probably are saying, well, what do you mean plating?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what's is it powder coating? What is it? What's it mean? What's it mean?
Now, he does everything. Chris over at pinballplating.com does a little bit of everything, but what you're going to go to him for is chrome plating.
Yes.
Circus Voltaire, fully chrome. That's what my goal is.
Demo Man.
Demolition Man. Pinballplating.com did yours. Mike Chestnut.
The
late Mike Chestnut. This was his business.
Yes.
Chris took it over because he was a good friend to the family. So
yes.
So chrome stuff, brass. What about brass?
Yes, all brass. Like
Totem?
Indiana Jones's.
Ooh, Indiana Jones.
Nice thing.
Yeah, what about black nickel?
The black nickel I love.
That's a sharp
The black
look.
nickel is one of my favorite, especially on the gun handles. Black nickel.
Yeah, is it like on your Indiana Jones or Shadow?
Shadow's fantastic.
Shadow and black
it's
nickel.
Perfect.
Picture
It is
that.
perfect.
Now it's different. So the chrome, brass, black nickel, they're different than powder coat. Powder coat's going to be cheaper.
Yes.
But it's not going to have that same effect.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
It's not the sheen.
No.
I mean, it's the difference between a bumper on a car, a chrome bumper, or it's
paint.
chrome. Yeah,
it's legit.
It's a
chrome.
plate.
It's a dipping process.
Yes.
Oh my god, I couldn't imagine what goes into this.
Yes.
So what else? Oh my god, candy chrome. Have you seen this?
I have not seen the candy chrome. I am sad, but you have told me it's fantastic.
I want to throw you up a picture of the lockdown bar that he recently did for a Guardians of the Galaxy Premium.
Why do I think I saw that though?
The purple, it's chrome, but it's a colored chrome.
Yes.
Ooh, boys, oh boys. So that's good. So he can almost plate darn near anything. I mean, even your trim, he can get down to the littlest things. If you want that plated.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like the glass trims.
Habit trails.
Even anything metal.
It's
plateable.
Jeez.
So if you want to take your pinball machine over the top, you guys think you have nice pinball machines. It's not quite nice enough until you get fully plated.
And I will tell you what,
plated pinball machine.
I'd maybe call bullshit on you for that, but owning that demo, man, and having that chrome on there.
Yeah.
That, like, the first time when I walked into, not this Chris's house, but Zach's neighbor's Chris, when I walked into Chris's house and I first saw that demo, man, I didn't want to touch it.
Right?
It was so
and it
sleek
feels
and
good
shiny.
too.
It feels good, yeah, because it's smooth. Something feels better about it, and I can't imagine just like a stainless or something on Demo Man. It really calls for that chrome, and I think there's some other pins.
It's like a mirror.
Yeah,
it is like a mirror.
It's beautiful.
So you got to check out pinballplating.com. Tell them the SDTM sent you. We're gonna do they're gonna do some plating for us.
Yeah,
and we're gonna show the people here in the following weeks. Maybe a month or so.
Yes.
Our plate jobs that we got on, probably mine. Cause
it'll be yours. It'll be yours.
So what shall I plate? What shall I plate? So let's get into first impressions of Deadpool. Deadpool! All right, Greg Bone, about a week ago, Stern Pinball teased us with Deadpool.
Yes.
Then George Gomez teased us on Facebook with a little more Deadpool.
I did really like that
was
little
good.
teaser. That was probably one of the better teasers I'd ever seen.
Nicely done.
And to be able to do that was
pretty
kind of impressive.
Our homie Gomi, nice job. All right, so then they released. So this time around, a little bit different. They just dumped all three models on us.
Yes.
80 plus pictures.
Yes.
Spec sheet.
Yes.
And said, you know what? A high def or high res
Yes.
photos. They covered all their bases. They said, we don't want to hear anything from you guys about this. So
Which I'm glad they did it that way.
So how do you feel about that? Let's talk about the announcement
I
first.
think it was good. I do like some little teasers.
Okay.
I like it a hell of a lot better than the Iron Maiden teaser that was just Iron Maiden.
Just the title.
Yeah, just the title. Yeah. I like these teasers a little better. But I'm glad they just dropped it on us, man. That's all.
You didn't have to wait too long.
Yeah, that's all they need to do. Like, they didn't have to have IGN involved. Like, they didn't have to have all that going on at that point. Like this is all we wanted.
But we ended up getting that too.
Yeah, but
we got that gameplay kind of video too.
Yeah.
Whenever they dumped the pictures,
which was nice. I mean, it didn't. You can't decipher much from it.
No.
But people just are fine with the pics. I mean, that's the way I felt. Ghostbusters. Well, was there high res? Ghostbusters was so.
No, nothing was high res.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's high res. It's just what we asked for. Simple. You roll it out. We're happy.
I like how they paste it. They give us a teaser of an actual in-game toy, the main toy.
Yeah.
So we think, well, what's that do? I'm more interested in that.
Is it the main focal point?
And then you see out of focus some of the features, and you're like, ooh, I want more.
Yeah.
The next day you get a little teaser by George.
Yeah.
And then you say, okay, now he's doing the layout. And then the next day you're like, here it is. Boom.
Yeah. And then you're playing
It's like a
detective
week of
work a little
Deadpool.
bit. It's like, so the leaked photos of the playfield, that Whitewood, does George's drawing match up with
right.
that?
And it did.
It did, with that leaked photo. So then that gets you a little... See, like, I think that there is a difference between bad teasers and good teasers. Like, you want to be teased. You want to get people talking. That's the point of a teaser.
It's a tease for a reason.
Yes, you want people talking. You want them to try to decipher things. You want them to do things. Not too deep to where it's frustrating. But you want to... It's the purpose
Iron
of it is to
Maiden
get
wasn't
people
a
talking.
teaser. That was a title.
It was a title.
A
It wasn't
title
teaser.
announcement.
Yes.
I think Stern sometimes messes up on what's teasers, what's a title
how it's
announcement,
worded.
What is a reveal, what is all of this.
I agree.
Now, what I like about their pacing right now, they're essentially covering 2 weeks of announcement. Because that first week, you get teaser pics, and then that next week, you're waiting about 5 days, and then you're going to get the revealed gameplay.
Yes.
Right? And then the next week, games will ship.
and I think that is, like I said, that is one of the biggest things Stern has going for it is that layout. That format of releasing a game in that fashion is superb.
So we got a Pro, Premium, and LE model. God, this is the longest first impressions video. This is just general BS from yours truly.
It is.
Right? So it doesn't have to be formal. This is all of our show, right? We can do whatever.
Informal setting.
I know the way you're looking for like glamour shots picture here. Pro Premium LE. Pro is going to run you $59.99 MSRP. You're going to find that, I think about $56 on the street. You've got the Premium in your mid sevens.
Yeah.
So maybe 79, 70, I think it's like $76.99.
Okay.
You're going to find that at about 73 on the street. LE, $89.99, $9,000 for the LE. On the street, you're going to find that low 8s.
Okay.
Okay. 3 models.
Yes.
The Pro has a lot of stuff that the Premium LE has, but it is missing a few things. From the Pro to that Premium LE, just off the top of my head, you get a
disco ball.
Disco ball. You do get a disco ball. One of the important things you get is drop targets instead of stand-up targets. Now, you know how huge that is for me. You get that. You get probably color changing GI. I didn't see the GI kind of stuff, though. So I don't know on that.
Yeah, I can't remember on the list either. Did it have anything about the GI? I don't think
I
it
read
did.
through the spec sheet.
Yeah, I don't think it
couple
did.
times.
I read through it too, and I don't think so.
You get, let's see, I got it right here. Oh, the lift ramp. That's what I'm missing. The lift ramp in the orbit that goes back up to the sword instead of dropping it into the pops, right? You get custom molded figures instead of the 2D plastics. You get, which is something new for Stern, Premium. You get a original soundtrack cassette tape.
Oh yeah, I think
and
that's
the
really
LE, you get the LP.
Yeah, I think that's really neat.
So you get that.
Yes.
What else with Premium LE?
Are you gonna go over all the features?
No, I don't. I didn't really want to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Read the spec sheet.
It's too far away. So that's
Not
basically
you, them.
Oh, read the spec sheet. So that's what you're gonna get. The difference between the Premium and LE is about $1,500.
Yeah.
And I've been arguing with somebody on Pinside. I think it's now worth it. If you want all those features, I think it's worth it. You get the metallic powder coat.
Yeah.
Nice job, Stern, for the metallic. I like it. You get magic glass or the clear glass.
Yes.
You get a shaker motor. You get a mirrored back glass.
Yeah.
Right. You get side art.
Yeah.
Unique side art that you can't buy.
Yes.
Can't buy the side art. What else do you get? The plaque, authenticity.
Yeah.
The LP. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Which it adds
the
up
lighted
about
speakers, like the Batman 66,
Yeah.
those rings.
Yeah.
That's like $150 right there.
Yeah. It adds up.
It adds up.
adds
So
up.
the LE makes sense now. It's not just, hey, I paid more just because I'm special.
It's limited. Yeah.
If you want those features, that makes sense.
I agree.
So let's go into art. Art. People are heralding this as the most beautiful pinball machine ever made. Jeremy Packer, a.k.a. Zombie Yeti, does it again. He knocks it out of the park. He started with Ghostbusters, then he went to Iron Maiden, and if it couldn't get any better, here's Deadpool Pinball. How do you feel about the art on Deadpool? Man, I've been public with it on the Twit podcast. I like it a lot. Greg! No, Greg, you're not the naysayer.
Okay.
I'm the nice guy.
So here we go, guys.
That's the salty guy.
I'm not salty about it.
Oh,
but
salty barnacle over here.
as we tout, I'm going to be completely honest
These people expect honesty.
and give my opinion. And for some reason, people take our opinions stronger than what they should.
That's why we love them.
And it's not just taking an opinion stronger than they should, but how worked up I am or how deeply we feel about
yeah. Our disclaimers, it's pinball.
of what we say. It doesn't affect me that much, but I'm going to tell you the negatives that I see. But first, I shall start with the positives.
Jeez.
So I think I think Jeremy's artwork is phenomenal.
Yeah. He's a pure talent.
It is beyond pure talent. Like the T-Rex is phenomenal.
Yeah, you're a big...
Yeah.
Are you okay with that T-Rex?
Yeah, I mean, he's more lizardy looking, but I'm cool with that. It's a certain style of art. I think it's
circa
cool.
Godzilla in
It's
the
crazy.
Matthew Broderick.
The Megalodon, fan-freaking-tastic on that premium cabinet.
Okay.
Love the look of it. I love his artwork on the playfield. I love his rendition of Deadpool. I love it all. I think it's fantastic.
Okay, then what's
gripe is when we come into the clutteredness.
Whoa, careful now. That's a big word. Clutteredness.
Yes. And there's been some people reach out and some people said, well, that's comic book art. Some comic book art...
You're a comic book connoisseur.
Not real...
But you
big.
own...
Yeah, some stuff. Yeah, I'm more...
Is that comic book art?
Marvel. Yes and no. Like, some of it is very cluttered, but you're working in such small spaces on a comic. Mm-hmm. Some things are a full page illustration.
Yeah.
But there's so much jam-packed in there. And I can somewhat be okay with that.
Okay.
But some of my problem, because it is, but it isn't. My problem really comes in with the colors. It's so I think it's just overly vibrant and in your face, especially the LE.
Because of the powder coat, you think that border?
Yeah, I think it's the border. I think it's the bright yellows. I think
got
it's
the side art?
the oversaturation of the reds in it.
Okay.
There's just so much of it. Like I said, a red and yellow color scheme on anything is very in your face.
Okay, so you're talking LE cabinet as well.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think that the blues on the premium tone it down.
It feels red, yellow, green.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, which is in very vibrant ones.
You got to be careful with red, yellow, green.
Yes, because look at Ghostbusters was fairly vibrant, but it wasn't. It didn't blast you in the face.
Bright green.
Yeah,
but the background was muted.
Yes, it didn't blast you in the face. Like it seems like okay. Franchi came out in Batman '66.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
Yes.
I thought it fit everything. Then Chris came out with Guardians. Guardians to me was a little overly bright. But the movie, when you look at Gamora, you look at the colors of Yondu, you look at them, it was the colors of the movie.
Okay.
It fit. Iron Maiden comes out. Iron Maiden, very vibrant, bright colors.
Okay.
But not
sandy.
But not so much in your
Just
face.
some sand.
Yes, like the cabinet, it was beautiful, rich colors, looked great, but still had some dark muted to it. You know what I'm saying? Then this comes out, and it's just a rainbow of color.
Bam!
And oversaturated. Yeah, it's just something, I don't know. Visually, I can't put my finger on it. And
got-
I know there's people out there, so everybody can get mad at me. But I've heard of a lot of rumblings.
They're already typing on our pin side thread.
Yeah, but I've heard a lot
hate
of
you
rumblings
guys.
about this, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it in private. It's just personally for me, it's so bright. But I thought that with Guardians, I got it. Or I didn't get it in my house, but I saw it on here at your house. I saw it on location. It wasn't as vibrant as
Yeah,
in my
Yeti
face.
said on social media, just wait until you see it in person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
I think the LE is going to be phenomenal in person. But you know me, I like slap me in the face.
you do.
bright
You
stuff.
like that. You do very much so. And that's where we differ. I'm a more subtle. Like I like something like a color scheme on something like Demo Man. Something that's and that's plain. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying a more.
No, I think you're right. That's a good palette.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Where it's just not. And granted, it is a comic book, so there is a lot of colorful characters.
You get a lot of
There's
red.
that goes on.
You do get a lot of red. Deadpool's red,
Yeah.
but you get a lot of red.
But do you understand? Even though you love it, you love the bright in your face. Can you conceive of where I'm coming from?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. I don't care because it's pretty. It's a top 10 pinball art. I can't complain about anything. I think it's all beautiful. I love the blues that pop here and there. I love the dark blues on his shoulders, the reds. Nope. So if we're talking cabinets, I think all three of them are spectacular. I think the back glass on the Pro is the winner. The back glass on the Premium LE, from a composition standpoint, looks really good. But I'm not crazy about his face showing. I don't know why.
His gnarly burnt up face.
Deadpool is a full sheath. He's a full sheath. That's
Yeah.
all I want Deadpool as. The chimichangas, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But on that Pro cabinet, you cannot tell me that that's too much pop of color. That is the perfect color combination.
No, it's not
perfect
bad.
color combination.
It's not bad. I mean, I can't complain on it. It's kind of in line with Ghostbusters.
You get Deadpool large.
It's got that
larger than
purple,
life.
that rich pinkish candy color that you had on yours.
Absolutely. And I like the little Easter eggs in the play field. I like the sayings on the
I like
play
the play
field.
field.
I like the... No.
Maybe
He's
it's just-
riding a unicorn, for God's sake. No.
He is riding.
It's unbelievable. It's beautiful. The Megalodon on the Premium is a beautiful blue. If you want to go with a blue palette for your Deadpool,
I do like
with the
that,
red
yeah.
pops without or throughout. I like that. LE's a bit much. It's a bit
It
much.
is a bit much.
Bit
yeah.
much.
And maybe it's the LE that's my biggest problem because if you ask me about favorite cabinet, standalone cabinet's the Premium.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
asked
a
me about the
shocker.
back glass. I
Yeah.
like the Pro back glass better. I like the Pro all around better aesthetically. Because then I think when you add that Pro cabinet, it's still awesome. It's a little more cohesive. There's not that dynamic contrast between the blue cabinet and then the everything else.
All right, layout.
This was the same design that was in that leaked photo in January.
And I will tell you about this design. Do you want me to tell you what? And you might think I'm stupid.
I always do.
I like Gomez. I do like his games. As clunky as you think they are.
A Corvette that shoots like a dream.
And this might change after the 15th.
Okay.
But the reason I want to buy this game is because I am so curious about how this shoots because it is such a different layout.
It's different.
And that's what makes me want to buy it is because I want to play something different.
I agree.
And that's
100%.
what George does.
100% agree with that.
Yes.
It is unique. It's not the typical Gomez layout.
No. It's got his typical bins.
It's got his toys and his little mechs in it.
Yeah. But it's a completely different layout. Mm-hmm. Like that, I am so intrigued by that upper ramp where you go through that bend.
It's going to be slow, right?
I don't see how it's not going to be.
I think it's going to be slow. But I'm okay with that. I don't have to have a whip back ramp.
Yeah.
I don't have to have that. Sometimes I prefer the journey of a ramp than I do a Steve Ritchie back and forth.
I agree.
I like it going behind the backboard.
Yes.
I like it coming the John Borgs.
Yeah.
Like
gives you just a second to catch your breath, get your shit together, and then you get to watch it.
Yeah,
it's neat. It's
now
nice.
On the premium LE, you do get that lift ramp in the shooter lane, so that when you hit the left orbit, you can go to the right flipper. Whereas on the Pro, which I don't like, you hit that left orbit, it's stopping you in the pops.
So where does it go into? Where does that lift ramp bring your ball up to? Does it go to the back of the handle?
Nope, right at the top there.
Oh, above above the shooter lane.
It's just gonna go bloop.
Okay, so it goes up above the shooter lane.
It's nice. I know, it's really nice.
Because
if not, I know the Pro's going to put you in the pops, and then you know what happens when you're in the pops. You lose the ball. So the left ramp's going to be fine. Then it's got a horseshoe, looks like. That's pretty cool. I like that. The 3-bank, that's the killer. Knocking down those drop targets gets a little baby Deadpool back here.
I don't mind it.
I like that it at least opens up and you shoot behind it.
Yes. I do,
and then you can lock a ball back here too. Yeah, it's gonna kind of like a Star Trek. Yeah. When you hit that switch behind them, pops go back up, capture a ball, and then you got to release the ball.
I like
it's
that.
It's like the trifecta Denisi lock. It's like the Denisi gate,
like that.
If you will. At least that's what Gomez said on a recent podcast.
I hope it is that way because I like that.
I still worry about the right orbit, Greg. It's got no ball guides. It has no ball guides.
Oh, you're talking about like when it goes up towards those rollovers?
You don't have that ball. No, right here. So right here, you don't have that metal ball guide.
Yeah.
Like on all your other games, so you don't get the swish. You're gonna get the.
You think it's gonna clunk off of that? I don't think so. I think even though you've got that gap there, I think that it's gonna.
I've been the only one that's been saying that, so I'll be happy to be wrong, but I will be really happy if I'm right.
Let him eat it.
All right, 4 inlay. I don't need 4 rollovers up top.
That's my only kind of confusion.
I just love. We'll talk toys in a minute, but so layout. I'm with you. The reason I really wanted this game is because it is pretty.
It is.
And the layout.
It is.
Now, if we want a little, you want a little controversy, or you think we need to steer clear of that?
Yeah, that's kind of the direction we're headed these days. So we might as well.
Here's your controversy.
Might as well give it to them.
I doubt very much so that this entire design was scrapped completely from Trudeau.
Really?
Yeah. This, if you stand back, this feels more like Congo than it does. Batman 66. Now, what is different is you can tell the ramps are the geometry is Gomez. Mm-hmm. The Avengers in the back, that's Gomez. The sword, Gomez. Mm-hmm. But there's some things that just are too unique, in my opinion, to be a fully scrapped and replaced Gomez. It's just me.
But what if it's... But this is the thing, though, and I completely understand where you're coming from. But as a designer, do you not think there's things in your head? Do you not think there's some play fields that you already possibly kind of have worked up? So do you think that this is just a design that he has been sitting on that just happened to go to this theme. Maybe it was something down the road.
Just my opinion.
That wasn't going to be Deadpool.
Just my opinion. I don't know. I don't think so.
Because you just don't think it feels enough like Gomez.
I think Gomez has got enough on his plate. Gomez is running a company. I don't think Gomez sits around and says, "Ooh, let's go back to my design notebook and keep draw." Gomez is busy. Why do you think Gomez is on this game?
I mean, I understand that,
Huh?
but
Why do you think Gomez is on this game?
it's we'll never get the answer
No, we're never going to get the answer.
at all.
And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it
oh,
because
I
it's
don't
cool.
care who. Yeah,
Just cool.
it's fine to me because it's
Just
neat.
cool.
And, that's
And
what-
technically, Gomez puts his hands on this thing
yeah,
and makes it right.
yeah.
It is now anything that anybody else done is no longer theirs. This is the stamp of Gomez.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So if something doesn't play right on this thing, it's a Gomez thing.
I agree.
If this thing is the greatest shooting Stern pinball machine in existence, I will say I'm wrong about George Gomez layouts, about everything.
I still
I
have George's games.
will eat a crow.
You're doing a lot of that lately.
No, not really.
That's my favorite thing. In all seriousness, is like I think it is a beautiful game. Like I said, little vibrant
looks
for
so
me,
fun.
but it looks fun. Like I'm
It
just so
looks
intrigued.
fun.
You know what I'm saying? I just want it. It's a new toy, and it just looks different.
Let's talk
And I've
about
argued for different.
let's talk about toys. Toys and innovation.
Eh.
There's a damn sword on it that you lock balls in the handle.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking
Super
about?
cool. I like that sword.
It's got a lift ramp in the shooter lane. Ever seen that again?
That's
No, I
pretty
like
nice.
different.
I
There's
like
your
it.
different.
I like it.
It's got the 3-bank that comes down and you hit it, the ball bash bobble thing.
I like it. I think it's fantastic. I want it. The disco ball. You keep forgetting the disco
Oh
ball, and
my
that's all you and me
gosh.
talk about is the disco
The
ball.
disco ball with disco modes.
That's kind of one of the only reasons I want a premium is for that damn disco ball.
If they do it right, if they do
Yeah.
it like Star Trek, the laser,
Yeah.
if they cut out the GI and you see that disco ball and the music,
Yeah. And it really turns and sparkles, I'll die.
that's a must buy.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this game.
And that's another, you know what, like, because there is cool features on it. Like, it's another reason I hope it shoots good. I hope that the layout is neat.
That's not my biggest concern.
Uh-oh.
So we'll get into that in a minute. What about this bobblehead?
I don't mind it. Oh, okay, yes. Okay, speaking of the bobblehead. So me and Zach, and I tried to research it. Because
I think you're wrong.
I have a couple Deadpool comics, and I don't know. Like, I'm somewhat of a Marvel fan, but I'm more Spider-Man than anything. But I know that there's the bobblehead in the movie, in the film. But is the bobblehead a part of Deadpool in the comic series? Someone write us that is a Deadpool fan, diehard Deadpool fan. Let us know if that's the case or whether they meshed the two.
Yeah, so we were talking, I was talking on the Twit podcast to Mrs. Penn and Dr. Penn. They gave their first impressions with me on that.
Yes. Listen to it. Very good podcast, by the way.
Thank you. So Dr. Penn was saying kind of what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's integrated well. It makes sense for this pinball machine.
Mm-hmm.
I was arguing with him saying, I think every little funky piece of chimichanga and unicorn and disco ball, that's all actually in the theme.
Yes.
I don't think that is, but I don't know enough about Deadpool. You're right.
That's what I
So,
said. I know the film, but
Little Deadpool.
comic, I don't know.
But what I told him is, I can see if it's not. Metallica had no Sparky before Dirty Donnie created that character for that brand,
Yeah.
and that was integrated well.
Yeah.
Maybe this is Sparky. This is Deadpool's Sparky.
Very good point.
Yeah. So and he pops up throughout. He's growing on me, but
The bobblehead?
he's growing on me.
I didn't have as big a problem with him.
You know what?
as
He's growing on me as a character more than he is as a function. Because I still just,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the kids do nowadays at the club?
I don't know.
They do this kind of thing.
Kids are terrible little ratchet children.
Ratchet.
I don't like them.
They don't make sense. They
No,
listen to
kids
bad
don't.
music.
It is terrible.
They like negative things all the time. Everything is so cynical.
Horrible.
We need to, you know what? We need to Bill and Ted their asses back to the 80s, don't we?
Oh, I love Bill
Early
and Ted.
90s. We need to take them back.
But yeah, I mean, I
Gonna learn something.
Deadpool is so quirky and it's such a weird ass guy. Like the bobblehead, regardless to me, whether it's in the comics, whether it's not, it still sort of fits his
Sort of
weird ass
fits.
ways. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
so I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Talk about animation. So we don't know what it looks like on that LCD, but we've been given snippets and we've been given the theming of what they're trying to do. They're trying to do your 1980s arcade fighting games, right? The X-Men versus Capcom. The street level where you're walking through the street, pow, boom, boom. Here comes the boom. We're getting a lot of booms, so you're going to get that. Those are going to be your graphics, except
Really?
yeah.
Everything.
Everything. The entirety is going to look like an 80s NES game or an 80s arcade.
I wonder how that's going to work.
Arcade. Remember the Spider-Man games or the stuff where you jump and you kick? There's
100%.
like 50 ninjas that come
Yeah.
out. That's why there's ninjas everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
So it's going to be like that. And when it looks like when you start modes up, you're playing a character, Juggernaut or somebody, and every shot is going to, on the screen, you're going to be hitting that character and you're going to try to deplete his meter. Very typical on an 80s game.
So
And then you can load up your boom for additional help defeating these characters, I think. And you can team up with the good guys.
So it's going to be a very unique code set.
We'll talk about that in a
Well.
minute. The display, though, is going to be very 80s until Deadpool breaks the fourth wall, as he's known to do. Then high-res Deadpool will come up. That's well done, Greg. That's brilliant.
I'm clapping.
That's brilliant because you have no assets to use from the film because this isn't based on the film.
Yeah.
And the comic book is a comic book.
Yeah.
So you can't use that.
You don't want to try to make it like an animated series on there that you did your own.
Well, they could have.
Yeah, they
but
could've.
that's too much work.
Yeah.
So they did 16-bit, easy to code.
Kind of think it's kind of neat. As long as it's done right.
It fits.
I'm kind of excited.
I am too. So I like that. I like
Oh,
that.
shit.
Sound is going to play an integral. I messed up. It's going to play an important part in this game.
When's the premiums come out?
No, you're not going to see the premiums till end of September, probably. Yeah, end of September. So the sound is going to play an important role because they have an original soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's really important to them. So much so that they're giving you the music. So much so that you can download and purchase the music later on. They're really thinking a lot about this music. And I've heard it's varied. It's varied. You get all types of music. You got your hip hops. You got
like
your
that.
discos. You got
I
your.
think it's smart.
Deadpool is different.
Yes.
So you're gonna get different music, but the LE you get that
The
big
LP.
sound package too.
Yeah. I like it.
All right. So that's sound
I'm curious.
and also sound, Greg. They got the voice actor that does Deadpool for
He's
the
good.
video. He does a lot of
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
He is a very well-known voice actor.
Yes.
He does video games. He does cartoons, animation. He
Yes.
does Nolan North, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. You're not watching anyways. So who cares?
Yeah.
But he does. He is Deadpool.
Yeah.
He is Deadpool. You can't
Yeah,
get Ryan Reynolds. I don't even want Ryan Reynolds. If
No,
you're gonna do
I don't
comic
want the
book,
mashup.
I don't want.
And
Ryan
I
Reynolds.
agree with what you guys said, or somebody
Brian
said on...
Hussein does the scripts, the show or the thing.
Yeah.
He does
Did
the dialogue.
yeah.
You know
What
who
you
I'm
need.
talking
Yeah,
about?
you gotta have it.
Hussein is
Yes.
a comedian. He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got a couple more people that they get a lineup here.
And this is something we haven't touched on, but somebody said it on one of your podcasts or something about. I thought that it was when you and Eclectic Gamer Dennis were talking. I think
Dennis Priesel.
I think that this was a wise move to. I agree 100% to do the comic book, to do nothing with the film, because the film franchise will not be timeless. No matter how much you like Ryan Reynolds, no matter how much you like those movies, it will not be
Who
timeless.
says I like Ryan Reynolds?
This will be
I
timeless.
told you that in privacy.
You got his poster.
I just needed autograph.
But this will be timeless. And it can fit. And it can span
And
generations.
it feels different than X-Men. So this is an X-Men.
Yeah.
X-Men feels constricted. It feels flat.
I agree.
Deadpool feels artistic and colorful and fun and raunchy.
But that's Deadpool. I do think that everyone working on this.
But the tone feels. What I'm saying is the tone. I think if Deadpool was done back in the X-Men game, it would feel constricted.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
like an actual comic book license that breaks out.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
This even feels better than Spider-Man Vault. Spider-Man Vault feels really safe, and this feels like a comic book that says, to hell with it. We're Stern Pinball. We take chances, and we're not afraid to get a little raunchy.
But
we're
that's
not afraid.
Deadpool. You got to.
No, you don't have to.
No, you don't have to, but I think
don't
that it
have
would have
to.
been a very
I think
wise
Stern
move.
Pinball and Spooky, for that matter, will take things.
A little further.
They do.
I'm glad. I like that.
We know Jersey Jack doesn't. American Pinball is more of a family kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, okay. Code. Here's my statement. Before we start seeing this, you'll probably see this before the stream. Deadpool Pinball success will come down to the code. That is the make or break. Art is fantastic. Layout, even if it is a little unorthodox, it's going to be fine.
But we got to see
Toys
how
and
it
mechs. I don't think so. I think the make or break is the code. Now we got Tanyo Kleiss. He has never led on a game before.
Okay.
This is his first lead as code designer.
Okay.
So he does one of two things. He's not experienced enough. He's worked on a lot of games though, so it's hard to believe. Not experienced enough
Okay.
on his own stuff.
Okay.
And it falls flat and it seems very spellathon-y. Or he's proving himself because this is the first time he's put the big boy hat on and he shoots for the stars. And
Yeah.
we get a great code. That's the make or break for me.
Well, sometimes when you shoot for the stars, you end up with failure too.
An
because
incomplete code.
You've went so unique that it just misses. It feels good in your head. It
Yeah.
sounds good, but it doesn't appeal to the masses.
The code's the only thing I'm worried about in this game. That's it.
Honestly, anymore, I'm more worried about the code than anything on any game.
And they've been putting a lot of time on code.
Yeah. How complete do you think this code will be?
I've been told that it is near full complete, similar to Iron Maiden. Yep, that's what I've been hearing. So, does that mean it's... They've been working on this game for a long time. This
Yeah.
game was supposed to come out in November,
Yeah.
I think.
I'm
right?
excited. Again,
Come
I'll state it numerous times. Like I've been holding off for Monsters for my first new box.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Greg.
intrigued. I am intrigued.
Greg.
I am so intrigued. 15th will be make it or break it for me.
It looks like you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villains-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6 villains look like 6 modes.
5x multiplier, nothing too
Yeah.
extreme.
2, 3, 4, 5 multiplier.
Mm-hmm.
I think you open up a mode. Possibly no, because each shot doesn't have a villain.
Oh, yeah.
You qualify a mode. You hit the scoop. You start the mode. That mode is one of probably the top villains. You play those through a series of hitting correct shots on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the problem. On the screen, you're not going to get much of a story, I don't think.
No.
You're going to get a kick or a punch
Yes.
to deplete a meter.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with that. X-Men was stale because of that.
Yeah.
So you're going to get that. You hit the dead targets to the left to light locks.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of multi-balls, though. Tanyo, nice job on that. You've got numerous... Stern's doing more of this. Like, you hit enough of one particular shot, you're going to get that multi-ball.
Yeah.
So you've got that. We're going to see. We're going to see, Greg.
You know what, though? It's something that I don't think a lot of people really think about and pay attention to. Playing Star Wars. Star Wars has some...
It always goes back to Star Wars.
I always go back to games that I am very familiar with.
Okay, that's what you should do,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so I was watching my buddy Sean come over
That was ridiculous.
and blew up my freaking Star Wars. Makes me just...
11 bill?
I'm sickened, yes. And but watching him play, because it's such a fast game,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of good screen clips on there that I've never seen before.
Oh, okay.
Me playing, and I've
Really?
opened up the game really well, but
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff on there that I'd never seen before.
Wow.
A lot.
That's pretty cool.
Because I'm always focused on the playfield because it's such a fast game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think screen animations on these LCDs are going to matter that much until moments of downtime.
They matter to me.
They do to me, but I'm saying moments of downtime. Like when you hit that ramp, if it is a long ball time, then I have a second to look up at
You
my
almost
screen.
want to see something.
I want to see something then. Stern manufacturers, think about that because I'm sure it's crossed your all's mind, but I don't know if it really has. I think that if you've got a rapid fast...
Or maybe even in between, if your ball's in a scoop, show us something cool.
Show us something cool, yes.
Yeah.
Because that is the downtime. That is the time I really get to see my screen. The rest of the time, I might be glancing up for quick info. But if it's a rocketing game,
Yeah.
The animation stuff don't matter as much. Now, if it's a slower game, that's a lot of stop and go. Animations are going to matter significantly. Like Simpsons. I got a Simpsons with a color DMD. Never really cared that much about a color DMD, but it's great in that because there's a lot of stop and go in Simpsons. So I get to see a lot of what's going on that DMD, and it makes a huge difference to me.
Now, George Gomez says it's the flow game.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's not going to matter so much, but still emphasize when you've got, like you said, the scoop or the ramp. Emphasize those moments, and it will pull you in and make that game seem more complete. Than a lot of other things.
I've not thought about that point, and that's a really good point, actually. My homie Gomi, I'm going to give him some credit here.
I do too.
What I respect about George Gomez layouts and design is that he is not a one-trick pony.
No.
He is the conglomerate of a lot of different aspects of pinball that we all love.
Yeah.
That is layout.
Yes.
Mechs.
Yes.
Right? Flow.
Yeah.
If you will. So he does a lot of different little things. He does a little bit of everything very well.
Yeah.
If you will.
The only thing that you know you're going to get
Steve Ritchie gets speed.
out of George Gomez is a 180 degree or 90 degree bend.
That's my only beef with him.
I don't mind him. Should we wrap this up, Zach? Like your daddy should have done?
Come on, Greg. God, I'll give it to you. That was a good one. Oh.
He's going to even don't even know what to do.
Something went up there and it was like, ooh, no, Zach. No. Yeah, let him get you on that one. He got you. All right, so what do these people need to know? They need to watch the live stream.
Yes.
Check out our review coming up.
Yes.
Yeah. We might have special guests during that.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying that because of our little promo.
And I was just going along with it.
Yeah. So check our review out. Check out Chuck Wirt streaming for Straight Down the Middle Pinball. Yep. Check out our Facebook page.
Yep.
Well, poor Greg wants you to check out that Facebook page all the time.
Because there's always good little trinkets on there.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
It's very true. Follow us in the Pinside thread.
Yeah.
That's a lot of good discussion.
There's some good discussion that happens.
There's like I always like to think team Straight Down the Middle.
Yeah.
The guys that watch us, the gals that watch us. That's kind of our hangout spot. Yeah. Everybody.
This month in pinball is going to be pretty riveting for our next episode.
Oh, look at you, sneak.
We address some controversial topics and aspects.
Okay. So check that out as well. Check out our other videos. Share them. Be so kind. Donate, buy a t-shirt. Love us long time. Whatever you want to do. Say hi to us at the shows. Anything else these people need to know. Go. You know what? You might not buy anything, but check it out. Just go to pinballplating.com. Check out the services that they offer. Chris is a really nice guy.
Very nice.
Very family man. Family oriented, which I respect and appreciate as well. Check out our other sponsors.
Yes.
Ooh.
Very much so.
You guys know where you want to buy this? Where are they going to buy a Deadpool at?
Flipping Out Pinball.
Flipping Out Pinball for all of your Stern needs.
Yes.
American Pinball, Jersey Jack, Chicago Gaming Company. Monster Bash is coming out. Are you guys on Larry's list? If not, you need to call him right now. So call Larry, get on that Monster Bash list. Deadpool, you can order it from him right now.
Love it.
And he's got, what did he tell me? He still has a Guardians Premium in stock if people want it.
Oh, nice.
And a Batman.
Nice.
If you guys want a Batman, he's got it in stock. Just call him. He's going to get it to you.
Like 3 days, it's to you.
Boom.
2 days. 2-3 days.
Nice.
It's to you. It's like Amazon.
It's like flipping out like Amazon.
It's like Amazon Prime, but you ain't got to pay the yearly membership.
And to get it down those stairs of yours, get an Escalera shipped out to you as well. We also have our friends over at Marco Specialties, which I've been spending a lot of money trying to updo a Dracula on. So order all your parts from them.
I talk about that in next
Pin
episode.
Graphics. Pin Graphics for all of your cool pinball mods. Is that all of them?
Yeah. Sounds like it.
I think no. We're missing this guy. Penn Stadium lights. You can't go without forgetting Penn Stadium lights. See, they're so normal in pinball
That's
machines
what I
now
was
we
gonna say.
forget them.
This is sort of part of our life.
Yeah, whenever I go play pinball machines, I'm like, what's wrong? Something looks wrong. I'm like, oh, it doesn't have Penn Stadiums.
I sold my demo man, and I was like, I can pull those Penn Stadiums. Guy was like, no.
Yeah, they never let you.
Yeah,
I know.
No, I want those Penn Stadiums.
We need to start taking them off before we sell machines.
So they don't see them.
I've done that before. I've done that. That's how much I like the product. We love you guys. See you next week.
You hit it off with the bumper knife straight down the middle again. You had a swing with a slingshot, you're rolling out the alley again.
Hi, man, we're golden. We gonna do this thing or what, man? In different area codes. Different area codes.
Do I need to turn that off?
What is that?
The beacon.
No, I'm talking about the ice machine. Oh, that's the beacon.
Yeah. It turns. It's on a motor.
Freaking me out. Freaking me out, man. Yeah, okay, this is getting a little close.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.